91, happy Thursday. Let's go ahead and look at your jobs for today. So first things first, we are on our homepage, coming over to where it says assignments. We are going to go ahead, we are going to click on Thursday, and it is March 11th. Really quickly, before we go over our jobs, I do want to remind everyone, again, there are parent-teacher conferences this week, so that means I'm going to be occupied speaking with parents, bragging about how awesome you guys are. So just please, if you have any questions, come to office hours. That will be my time to go over any questions you guys may have, or help you with anything that you guys might need help with, okay? So, looking at our jobs for today, we have our morning work. Again, we are talking about abstract nouns. Abstract nouns are things we cannot see with our eyes, we cannot grab, we cannot touch, we cannot hear. So just keep that in mind while we are working on our job today. You're going to go ahead and you're actually going to watch this video first. So you're going to go ahead and click on the YouTube icon. It will take you straight to a YouTube video. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to watch this video. The teacher in this video, I think she does a really great job of expanding on what we've already talked about with abstract nouns and going a little bit more into detail. And so please make sure you watch this, because this is going to help, especially as you move on to slide number 2. You are going to go ahead, you are going to fill in the abstract noun that fits best into each sentence. Now, looking at these words, I can already tell you that there are some things that are not abstract nouns. It also tells you that in the directions. There's some things where they're adjectives, they're nouns, or but they're physical nouns. There's also adverbs, so make sure that you are really paying attention as to what the word is, what it means, and if it's something that you can grab, feel, or with your hands, by touch, and something that you can see. If it is, then it is not an abstract noun. Alrighty. Continuing on, we have our journal, and it is My Thoughts Thursday. And for your My Thoughts Thursday, you are going to go ahead in 5 to 6 sentences, write your thoughts about the best movie. So you're going to tell me which one you think is the best movie. Here are some ideas just to get you guys' brains going. So we have Descendants, Harry Potter, we have Avengers. So think about what movie you think is the best movie of all time. And you're going to go ahead, you have sentence frames and starters on the right as needed. Again, you do not have to use the sentence frames and starters, but they are there if you would like them. All right. Then we have our Zoom, 9 o'clock. After our Zoom, we are going to go ahead. You guys are going to go to Spanish. You're going to press the Hola button, and it's going to take you straight to this specials page. And so you're going to go ahead, you're going to press the blue button. This is going to be at 10 o'clock. So press the blue button and you will go ahead. You will have Spanish with Maestra Galvan. I know she'll be really excited to see you guys. After your Zooms, go ahead, take a break. You deserve it. That's lots of Zooms back to back. When you come back from your break, we are going to work on spelling. Remember, we are talking about C and G sounds. Remember, C and G make 2 different sounds each. C makes a hard C, k, 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 and a soft C, s, s. Right? And G makes 2 sounds. It makes a hard G, 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 and a soft G, j, j, j. So, keeping that in mind when we are going through these sentences, your job is to decide which is the correct spelling for the word. So, for example, Javion hit the ball twice in the first half of the game. Well, I know that it sounds like an S, but it's a soft C, and I know it's spelled with a C. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to click, drag the circle, and I'm going to circle twice with a C. Alright, and going through, you're going to go ahead and answer these guys as well. Then you're going to go ahead After your spelling, we are going to be finishing up Stuart Little. This is chapter 14. And so I have talked to a couple of your families already. And so I was able to find a read aloud version on YouTube. And with this read aloud, you guys are going to go ahead if you click on the YouTube. You will see this one, it will have the pages, picture of the pages. And that was something that I really appreciated. I did not know that this was out here, so I was really excited about that. I know that there was some issues with our friend who was doing the other recording. There were some issues with the accent, and so in any situation like that, D1, if you are having a hard time because of something with an accent or it's just really hard to comprehend, please let me know. I'm not a mind reader, so I assume that you guys are good to go. And so if it is because it's difficult to understand, please let me know. Again, like I said, I was able to talk to some families with conferences, and they were saying that the accent was kind of hard. And no worries, so that way I can adjust around what your guys' needs. So again, you're going to click on the cover. It will take you to a YouTube. Then, I know you guys have been working your booties off for Stuart Little, and so we are going to go ahead, we are going to be writing a summary for today's job. You are going to be telling me what happened in this chapter, including the most important details and events. So anything that was maybe not so important, we're going to leave that. We're going to go ahead and only include the most important details and events because we want to make sure that our summaries are brief because they are a shortened version of the actual story. So make sure, again, we're keeping it brief. Then after Stuart Little, you will have lunchtime. After lunch, you are going to go ahead, we are talking about fractions. You know I love fractions. I know you love fractions. So you're going to go ahead, you're going to start off by watching this video. This video does a really good, great job talking about fractions, specifically unit fractions. So you're going to have to go ahead, you might have to click it twice. It just takes a moment to load, so just be patient with it. And so you're going to go ahead, it's going to talk about unit fractions, and it's really going to help cement that idea that unit fractions always have a 1 as the numerator, alright? After that, you're going to go ahead, you're going to go through, you're going to follow the directions for each of these pages. So for example, for slide number 2, you're going to click and drag to make thirds. Alright, then slide number 3, you're going to go ahead, you are going to tell me the denominator for each of these unit fractions. They already give you the 1 in the numerator, and so now you're going to give me the denominator. When we come down to question, I believe this is slide number 6. Yes, slide number 6, you're going to go ahead, you're going to see that it's going to ask you to tell us the fraction. And so in order for you to draw type the fraction, you're going to go ahead, you are going to put the numerator, whatever it is, and then you're going to put a slash. You're going to type the slash, and that's going to represent your fraction bar. And then you're going to put your denominator. This is obviously not the correct answer, but I would just want you guys to see how I use that slash. So you're going to, again, use the slash key to represent your fraction bar when you are typing your fractions. And then you're just going to go ahead, as I said, and answer the rest of these questions. Then you're going to have 30 minutes of iReady reading. You're going to click on it. It's going to take you there. Then you're going to have cleanup, and that's going to be it for your day. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye, D1.